Today we're doing some modular drum slicing on the Polyend Tracker Mini.
Freebie.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Today's patron shoutout goes to Fusion Breaks. Thank you so very much for the support. If you'd like to support the channel, head over to patreon.com/freebeat. Today we are working with the Polyend Tracker Mini, and we're going to be slicing some samples that we took with the Bastl Kastle Drum, which is this awesome little budget-friendly modular drum machine. We made these samples a couple weeks ago during a live stream. And we're finally going to chop those up today and see what we can do with them. Also, it should be noted, I did pay for the Bastl Kastle Drum with my own money, bought it right from Bastl at KnobCon, and Polyend did send me this Tracker Mini, but they're not paying me to make this video. They didn't ask me to make this video. It's just a workflow that I enjoy, and I think the Bastl Kastle Drum sounds super freaking cool, and I'm excited to see what we can do with it in the Polyend Tracker Mini. This video is not sponsored, no money changed hands or anything like that. Most of my income comes from Patreon, so let's get into this. Alright, so here we are on the Tracker Mini. Let's hold Shift and press 2 to go to the sample loader. Now I believe I have these sounds, in recording here, in the recordings folder. Let's have a listen to our 3 samples from the Bastl Kastle Drum. We're not going to use that one. Here we go. We got Stupid Bell and Castle Drumbeat 2. So groovy. Yeah, nice. And Stupid Bell sounds like something that we sampled in and then used the auto name function. Auto name. Stupid Bell. Sure. Yeah, okay. Let's load in Castle Drumbeat 2, and then we'll also load in Stupid Bell. And what the hell, we'll also load in Bad Swing. Why not? Okay, cool. So here we are. Let's go straight into our sample editor. So yeah, it looks like we've got all 3 of our samples normalized here, which is great. We don't have to do anything there. But what we do want to do is chop these up. So if we go to... I haven't done this in a long time, actually. I believe sample playback. Yeah, there we go. Here's where we can slice our beats up. So I'm going to use beat slice, and I'm going to click auto slice, and it's just going to go for it. Okay, I'm not even going to preview what these sound like or where they are. This is one of my favorite things to do on the Tracker Mini with anything after I've already designed a sound, which that's what I'm going to count this as, kind of a sound design session. We're going to go in and immediately sequence. So I'm going to highlight a whole row here. I'm going to go to fill. We've already got our instrument selected, I believe. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to go to each step. Actually, you know what? No, let's go to random, and let's set a 78% density, okay? Let's hit play. Okay, so that's obviously super boring, right? So what we can do now is hold Shift and select the first effect slot, fill, and let's pick an effects type. The effects type I'm looking for is slice. This is going to pick between our slices. Now really quick, I forgot how many slices we had. 16, okay, checks out. So I'm going to tell the Tracker Mini that it can pick randomly between slices 1 to 16 to drop in. We'll go every time there's a note because we already sequenced some notes. So now I'm going to click fill, and here we go. Okay, that's not very good, right? Let's try again. Now, that might sound like chaos right here, but however, if we go and load in one more sample here, let's load in something stock. Let's just grab, sure, acoustic kick is fine. That one sounds nice, doesn't it? Okay, let's go back in here, note, okay, I know there's a faster way to do this. This is what I'm going to do, though, just because I'm focused on this section over here. Okay, let's go into our kick drum really quick here, raise the volume up. There we go. Now our chaos has a little bit of a grounded element with that kick drum for reference of where we are note-wise. Right? Let's actually go in and play with our kick drum now, or sorry, with our Kastle Drum Beat 2 sample. So we'll go 2, which is instrument settings. Let's grab a high-pass filter. And do one of my favorite things, my favorite ways to create motion on the trackers, the Polyend tracker specifically, is to set an LFO to something like the cutoff or the volume. And then set it to a random shape, and then down here go to 1 step. So every step it's going to be different. We'll put them out all the way. There we go. Just like that, we're all of a sudden generating something that sounds a lot more like a proper beat, right? It's not bad with the overdrive up either. Yeah. Now this just might not be for you, and that's okay. I think that's really groovy, and it can be pretty inspiring if I'm, trying to work on something new. Just a great way to kind of start from scratch, as it were. Let's chop up one more sample here and see what we can do. Yeah, that one's going to be fun. So we will go menu, sample playback, and beat slice. And we'll go auto. 48 slices. You can adjust all these too, but sometimes it's just fun to see where this takes you. Okay, so let's go ahead and fill this in. First of all, make sure we are on Stupid Bell. Okay, there we go. Perfect. As we can see, we do have Stupid Bell as our active instrument there. We've got our column selected for track 3. We're going to go fill. Yeah, we'll go every step and every note C4, sure. Let's just listen to just these here. Okay. Gotcha. That's all right. Now we need to fill in random slice, remember? Because we do have 48 slices to choose from. So I select effect column 1 there. Then we go fill. Okay. Every time there's a note, yep, which is the same as every step in this case. We want to set it to slice and then random. But instead of 1 to 16, remember now we have 48 steps to work with. Or 48, sorry, not steps, but slices to work with. We're only in a 32-step pattern, so it won't get all of them in there, but that's okay. Let's have a listen now. Now, to some of you, you might think, again, that's chaos, and you might be like, what is this guy doing, just like hacking his way through this terrible video? And that's fine. You're welcome to think that. But I mean, I try to keep my videos, less than 20 minutes, and we're not going to be able to just, crank out gold in 20 minutes. But what we are able to crank out here are 2 tracks here that I would never come up with on my own. I would never come up with either of those on my own at all. So this one particularly right here is really inspiring sounding to me, and I can already think of several different ways to use that, maybe over the top of a drum pattern or in a breakdown, like as the drum pattern. That could easily pass for a drum pattern in a slow buildup. You'd probably, need to put a kick behind it or something, kind of like we did here. But there's a lot you can do right there with that. Let's go ahead real quick with a triangle wave set to pan, and we'll max that out. I love how chaotic that is, honestly. Let's have a listen to just that. Yeah, super cool. And if you'd like, you can go in and just kind of delete random, notes in here to give yourself more of a staggered feel. Let's try this now. Yeah. To me, that sounds freaking awesome. Yeah, that's it right there for me. That's doing it. In fact, screw this first part, deleting it. Yeah. Now, we just got this going on. Yeah, there it is right there. Oh, I love that part at the end. Do-do-do-do. That's the kind of stuff that I really enjoy as a drummer. And, you know, these are even samples I could take and put on my electric kit, which is a lot of fun, too. Also, of course, because of how easy it is to export your stems on the Tracker Mini, I could take this as a loop, set the tempo here, take it as a loop, and like put it into my SPD-SX, which is a drum pad that can play loops and samples live. There's a ton of application here, and having the ability to do all of this on the go, we're not plugged into anything other than my audio interface. This is all on battery. It is so powerful. And I really do enjoy working with the tracker like this. Maybe not cranking out full tracks as of late, but this is where a lot of my samples have come from, where I put them into the tracker and then further develop them and then take them out and like put them into my drum kit or use them in Ableton, things like that. It's just a very versatile tool. And of course, you could do full tracks on here as well if you wanted to take the time to sit down and do that. And because it's portable, again, that's very viable. So there we go, taking some modular drum beats from the Bastl Kastle Drum, slicing them up, chopping them up here on the Tracker Mini, and coming up with some cool stuff. I just love that. There's so much sass at the end of that. On those offbeats there. Reminds me of like Chopper from Star Wars Rebels. Yeah, that's what that does. That's super cool. All right, well, I do hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like on it. If you didn't, you can always leave a dislike. That's okay, too. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, though. Ring that notification bell. More Tracker Mini content coming. Maybe some other tracker-style content coming in the near future as well. I think I like trackers, everybody. Whoever told me I would way back a couple years ago was right, because I now have the Tracker Mini LSDJ, the full-size Polyend tracker, which I probably will be sending back to Zound soon. I have that on loan from them as a creator. And then I do also have another tracker that I have not shown off yet. I do like trackers. Anyway, thanks so much for being here, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.